Hi, I'm Mara from Houseplants, New Jersey, and I just had spider mites on one of my pollard palms in my bedroom. So now I'm a little grossed out, but it's about that time to clean my plants. I like to clean them at night. I like to use neem oil mixed with dish soap and water. Now, the reason why I like to do that at night is because sometimes the neem oil, like if it's during the day or something, you wind up frying the leaves. We kind of want to like just let them dry off and then just get their regular sunlight and everything like that. So we don't want any dust on the leaves. We don't want any spider mites. We don't want any mealy bugs. We don't want anything. So I usually do this about like once every 2 weeks, once every 3 weeks. Maybe that's a little excessive for some of you planty people, but I do it often enough, and I don't really have any pest issues. Um, except for the spider mites that were in my bedroom. I kind of neglect the plants in my bedroom. So I don't really go in there that much. I go in there to sleep. That's it. So I don't have that many plants in my bedroom. All right. Now let's get started. We're going to wipe down. Now, this is, especially since the other day, I don't know if you saw my video for Christmas decorating, but you get a lot of sparkles everywhere. You get a lot of um, dust everywhere from your ornaments and everything. So it's a good thing to do like right after. It's not that they're dirty. It's just that they do need to be cleaned. So, and then after I clean them, because I clean them with neem oil. Neem oil doesn't smell the best. So a lot of times after I clean them with neem oil, I'll steam the floor because that neem oil is on the floor. So we'll clean them front and back. All right. So I just did my large form monstera. Now I'm gonna do my Dieffenbachia, more like Deathembachia. Every part of this plant is poisonous. Just an FYI. It's a beautiful, absolutely beautiful plant. This plant is gorgeous. My mother gave me a cutting of this, and it is an absolutely beautiful plant. It's just really deadly. So um, we're going to leave that there. Then I have my Aglaonema. I'm going to take that out. I'm going to put it over here, and we're going to clean that. And then we just wipe the leaves. Just, and it's funny because like the neem oil, it gets rid of pests, but it also shines up the leaves too a little bit. You got new leaves coming in here. They're absolutely beautiful. You want them to look like a real plant. All right. So we're going to leave that there, put that back. Then let's try to move this around. Actually, I'm going to just pick it up. For now, I'm going to pick it up. And I have let's see, my golden dragon. This thing is gorgeous. Now these get like sap under the leaves and stuff. So it's sticky. It gets a little sticky. So after I clean this one, I'm gonna change paper towels. Some people use a little bit of a softer cloth, but I find the paper towels are fine. Now, cleaning your leaves helps it photosynthesize too. So that's a really good thing because you want, first of all, you don't want dust. but also you want it to be able to grow to its best ability. And I find that cleaning the leaves helps it a lot. Now look, see how sticky? We're getting rid of that. Now we'll go over here. Some of my Birkin here. This is the one I just cut the other day. Hasn't been doing so well, but it's in shock. I mean, anytime you cut a plant, it's going to be in shock. So that's what we're doing here. Now this, my neon pothos, that looks great. I like to cut this down. I don't like it like trailing, or maybe I might one day, but like as of right now, I don't. So I kind of like it a little bushier. And then if it decides to start trailing, we'll see what happens. But I have a feeling I might want to just keep it like that. My Prince of Orange here, we need to cut down. Yes, I do have a humidity bag on here. Where I live, the heat is pretty dry. So I put a humidity bag on there. I have 2 new leaves coming in. 3 actually. I have 3 new leaves coming in. So we're just gonna wait and see what happens there. And then, but it is good to clean them. Like, look at this isn't the cleanest. All right, and you do it every few weeks, but it's still pretty dirty. Now we're gonna go over to our fiddly leaf fig. This thing, these leaves are pretty big. I mean, it's not that big of a plant. It's not that mature, but I still want to clean these leaves because these are kind of known for pests, and we don't want that. The other night I made a video, right? And it was about my Monstera. And I put my small form Monstera back. And in the background, so the one leaf was like hanging inside a candle, and the leaf caught on fire and had to actually cut that leaf off. At Insonia, yeah, we could do that. Gets dusty sometimes, even though the leaves are so see-through. But you should always wipe down your leaves. I got my little my itty bitty baby. This is Stanleyana. So this is a good one. Nice white variegation. I showed you the other one the other night about over watering the moss pole and it's going into the soil and then the leaves aren't unfurling. But this one, I mean, it's got 2 leaves on it. It's got another one coming in. You see that? So the new leaf is coming in. And then eventually, when it gets like maybe like 5 or 6 leaves on it, I'll plant it into that planter and see if it wants to go up that moss pole. I'm trying the moss pole thing out. So many of these people on YouTube, they love the moss poles. And so far I haven't had much success with it. I mean, the only one that I have had any success with is philodendron golden dragon. That one is growing right into the moss pole and everything. The other ones, my Silta Bacana, my Stanleyana, my Monstera, what is that? Ecuador. They're not working for me. But I'll try. And then here's my little Ecuador. We'll clean off those leaves. This one I propagated from a wet stick of the Ecuador, of my Ecuador like a while ago. This was like one of my first propagations from that wet stick. And then I I had a lot of runners, so I was like, you know what, let me just cut them and see what happens. And I have a ton of them now. So I'm gonna wait for this. They take a while to root. They take a while to grow. The Stanleyana takes even longer to grow a root. So I don't really want to transplant them yet. I think I'm gonna wait until the spring. All right. So, but then now I have my, let's move over a little bit more. I hope you guys can see all this stuff. Let me get my spray bottle. Oh, it's right here. Um, I have my Florida Beauty. This has great variegation on it. These get sticky too. So there's like a lot of sap. I don't know if it's sap or whatever, but these get a lot of, it seems like sap. Like they're sticky, very sticky. And after this one, I'm going to change the paper towel again. So, and look at that variegation. So look at my, this is my Florida Beauty. We're cleaning the leaves. We do it at night, like I said. We don't want any dust. These leaves are gorgeous on this thing. Oops, I guess I broke a leaf on that one. But look at that. Is that beautiful? With that mint here, the cream here, the dark green, and the variegation. I mean, that is a beautiful leaf. This is a really pretty leaf too. There's just a lot of cream on it. This one is absolutely beautiful. Like, look at the mint, the cream. Let's go up to the top more. This one is like almost a half moon. This is beautiful. Look at that. With the, you got the mint in here, but this is like a lot of cream. Now I have a new leaf forming here because I had cut it here. So I have a new leaf forming here. You could see like the red stem. I don't know if you can see that. I can't expand it. Well, let's just clean leaves for now. And then, all right, we have my propagations here. I'm going to change this paper towel because it's a lot of sap from those. All right, so we have these propagations here. Pink princesses, but they have a lot of variegation on them. So we kind of need some extra photosynthesis here because they're not super green. And any dust that gets on them, it kind of slows it down a little bit more. These are really, I don't know why these collect so much dust. These philodendrons. But like, look at all this variegation. They're really beautiful. Can you see that? I don't think you can. Okay. So like, look at these. Look at how much variegation is on there. It's like a lot of bubblegum pink. It's really pretty. See that? So, and then we have our Birkin that is water propagating. Those roots are coming out gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I just did this water propagation and there's a new leaf coming in right here. Let me take this. So I just did this water propagation and there's a new leaf coming in right here. I mean, that is so cool. Look at that. So not to say that all my propagations came out that way, but that one did. So we just cleaned those leaves. Then I have the Florida Beauty propagating here. And we are going to clean those leaves. Let me put this back on the tripod. Okay, so we have the Florida Beauty propagating here. I have that bubble machine in there. That guy, Jeff, from Just Plants, I think his channel is. I watch him a lot. I like him. He seems like a really easy guy. He's the one who gave me that idea for the bubble machine from the fish tank to oxygenate the water. So I like that. Or Everything Plants, maybe. I think that's his channel. Jeff, I don't know. Everything Plants, I think, is his channel. He he actually did a whole entire monstera. It was an experiment. It was like, let me grow this monstera in water. So he got one of these fish tank things, and he was like, yeah, let me try it, because you have to oxygenate the water. So let's try it. And it worked. And that's why I was like, I'm going to do that for my propagations. Like, I don't have to keep it in there, but I mean, he grew an entire plant in there. I think that recently he just did a high constellation in there too, and it didn't rot or anything. That's it. That's pretty incredible. To my small form monstera. This is the one I burnt with the candle the other night when I was filming, and it was burnt to a crisp. It was completely black. And that's it. You just spray them, wipe them. Constellation. This leaf isn't even hardened off yet. It's not done growing. Helps them shine up a little bit. I do have more plants, but for now, I think we're done. Okay, so we cleaned up a lot of plants. Not that many, but we cleaned up a few of them. Just wanted to show you the whole gist of it. This stuff for me, I absolutely love. It's just that Bliss neem oil, some Dawn dish detergent, some water, and then I keep it in this amber glass because I feel like if you have any natural oils or something like that, and then you keep it in clear glass, I don't think it's like the best thing to do. So I keep it in this amber glass bottle, and then I just spray it down like every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks. And yeah, I don't really have pests in this house. Yeah, that's it. Definitely clean your leaves. And if you clean your leaves, they'll look shiny. They'll photosynthesize a lot better. I like saying that word. Photosynthesize. I'm so scientific. Um, but they will. They'll grow a lot better, a lot easier. Because you think about it, like out in nature, like they don't have dust, they don't have human skin cells all over their leaves. They get washed off constantly. You definitely need to keep up with that. This video is over. Like, subscribe, and comment. Comment definitely. All right, bye.